All right. Continuing on with Remembrance of the Cousin. There was something my cousin had said that he said once, maybe a couple times. He said, uh, well, one specific time where I remember him saying this was when he wanted me to spend the night, to stay overnight at his place. It was still when he was living in that bigger house that used to be like a farmhouse, which I kind of was scared of. I'm wondering if this was before, like, had I already spent the night and was scared from watching Nightmare on Elm Street? Was that why I was hesitant to spend the night? And maybe that's why he said this? Because that would be understandable. I don't remember how many times I spent the night, and I don't remember if what he said convinced me to spend the night. But like I had this fear of his house because it was big and it was scary at night. Yeah, and especially after watching the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, there that added to my fear of the place. So I don't remember. I think I might have spent the night at least a couple times, because I think what he said kind of worked. I think it's difficult to remember. It was a long time ago. But what he said, so he said he wanted me to spend the night, and I said no, I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I might have said I'm scared of this house, or maybe I might have said that. And then he said, uh, I believe I have this. What he said right here. He said that if I didn't spend the night, that would break his heart, which kind of might kind of sound funny, but did he mean that? Was he sincere about it would break his heart? It would hurt his feelings if I didn't want to spend the night, hang out with him, or was it was it just being manipulative? Had he heard that? Had he heard someone else use that break my heart expression? So I'm wondering how genuine, how sincere that was. But I guess I could assume he was sincere, that it would hurt his feelings, that it would break his heart if I didn't want to spend the night at his place, hanging out, watching movies or whatever. Because like even if he was being manipulative, like uh, it was for it wasn't for like a negative reason. He just wanted to hang out with me, which is a nice thing to think about. A nice thing to have someone, and it's nice to have someone who wants to spend time with you. Especially like considering he died, and to think back on this, and if he was like really being sincere about it, like um, I would feel bad about this memory if I had just been heartless about it and said, well, I don't care if it breaks your heart. I don't want to spend the night at this house. It scares me. Yeah, I don't think I had that reaction. I think maybe I was hesitant, and I think I did. I think I was like, well, okay. And then maybe I was thinking, well, if it hurts your feelings, I guess I guess I'll spend the night. But I really, it's difficult to remember exactly. I know I'm at least in retrospect, I'm at least like thinking, I'm thinking that that was kind of a nice moment where he'd said that, like it showed his sensitive side, I guess. So I still have some more memories of when my cousin was living at this big house, which I thought was kind of scary. I remember we were by his stairway at one point, and we were talking about this transformer that he had. I think he was offering to give it to me. He said I could have it, and it was I believe it was the called Gold Bug. There was one that I had, Bum, Bumblebee, I think. The yellow one, I think it's like a Volkswagen Bug. Yeah. But then there was another one that was called Gold Bug that was like a little larger version of the Volkswagen Bug transformer, in kind of goldish, because the other one, Bumblebee, was yellow, so this one was gold, so that's why it was called Gold Bug. And so I'm pretty sure my cousin had given me this transformer, and I remember him commenting about how what I didn't want it because the character had died in the Transformer movie. So I'm remembering him saying, but I don't remember if that was accurate or not, because like there were some characters, there were some Transformer characters that died in the Transformer movie, but I don't remember if it was Goldbug or not, because I don't remember Goldbug in the movie. But I guess I haven't seen it in a while. I own it, but I haven't seen it in a while. I've seen it a few times. So I don't know if he was accurate with that statement. They shouldn't have been killing off the Transformers in those movies. I don't know why they were doing that in that movie. I don't know how many. I think, yeah, they didn't make any other ones back then anyway, not in the 80s. Not animated ones anyway, as far as I know. And here's another. Here's something that's kind of disturbing. I don't think I've said too many things that are disturbing at this point, but this is kind of disturbing. Um, there's that old expression about running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Well, this is literally an occasion where a chicken was running around with their head cut off. I'm pretty sure. So his house was like it used to be like a farmhouse. I'm pretty sure, and because it had this really big yard and there are trees around it. There's a big house. Uh, so my cousin was telling me about something that happened at his house. I think he was saying it was at his house. He said he had witnessed this anyway, where someone had literally cut the head off of a chicken, and the chicken was running around dead. So I was very disturbed by that story. Very sad and gross thing to hear about. I'm very glad I've never witnessed that. So I don't remember what, why he was telling me, like, what, I don't remember what his exact reaction was. But my reaction was, wow, that's gross and shocking. And it's still gross and shocking to hear about an animal that dies but still is moving around. I remember also at his large house, my cousin. I remember there was a time where there were these other cousins of ours uh, that were also there. There were a couple of them, I think, and I felt like there was this like uh, I felt like there was this negativity toward them. I think it was I think they had an attitude toward me too. Maybe because we didn't really know each other that well. I think it was the first time I ever saw him, but it was I'm wondering if this was like a jealousy feeling because like I think like the cousin that died had already had a familiarity with these other cousins, but I hadn't. I think because they seemed to be like they were getting along with each other, but not with me. So I kind of felt like the outsider kind of. And I remember because I remember like I'm remembering the expression on one of their faces. Uh, these are all boys I'm talking about, and he just looked kind of angry or irritated. And I felt like it was directed at me, like, "Who are you?" And maybe I was making the same kind of face, like, "Who are you, stranger?" But we were all cousins, and I'm remembering one of these stranger cousins. I think they were playing with like a bow and arrow, and I was scared of it. It's like, whoa, what is he doing with a bow and arrow? Just shooting a like I guess like a child. It wasn't like a big one. It was because so we were still like around 6 or 7 probably. So not like a huge bow and arrow, but like one appropriate to that size of a person. So they were just shooting a bow and arrow around in the yard for fun. But I just remember thinking, I don't know if I like this person. They're strange to me. I don't because like it always helps liking someone if once you have gotten a familiarity with them. But sometimes when like just because I don't well for me anyway, if I'm like if I don't know someone, I don't have a familiarity with them. It's difficult to get that familiarity if you don't put in an effort to do it to get the familiarity.